know that feeling when a movie hits so hard you wish you could wipe your memory just to experience it all over again? Yeah, we all kinda have those movies. The ones that stayed with us, the ones that made us think, feel, or even change the way we look at life. So today, I'm gonna tell you 10 movies I seriously wish I could see for the first time again. So, let's get into it.
First time when I was 28 years old. When I had children, my children were gonna know who their father was.
Alright, starting off with one of the most inspiring stories ever. The Pursuit of Happyness is based on a real guy, Chris Gardner. He's just trying to survive while raising his son.
I need you out of here in the morning.
Because I'm getting a better job.
He's homeless, broke, sleeping in train station bathrooms, but still somehow he keeps pushing and moving forward.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
He's got this unpaid internship with the slimmest shot at success. But that hope, man, that's what keeps him going. The beauty of this movie is how it shows the grin, the heartbreak, and the small wins that feels huge when you have nothing, alright? I wanna say that it's not just a feel-good movie, it is earned, and that's exactly why I love this one.
I tell you, you can't do it. You want something, go get it.
Number 9, American Beauty. This one's like peeling back the layers of the perfect suburban life, except it's anything but perfect. Listen, Burnham, this regular guy suddenly wakes up and realizes he's miserable.
This is for your own good, boy.
Nice going, Dad.
What follows is him basically blowing up his entire life, chasing freedom, confronting his desires, and watching everything around him fall apart.
Pass the asparagus.
Dad's actually kind of cute.
The story gets dark, it gets weird, but it's brutally honest about how people break when they've been pretending for too long. If you have never seen Pans Labyrinth, let me tell you, it's not just a fantasy film, it's a dark fairy tale set in the middle of war. It follows this little girl, Ophelia, who's trapped in a brutal, real-world dictatorship. But she finds this hidden, magical world that might be her way out. Except, nothing is really safe, not in a real world and not in a fantasy either. I say it really messes with your head because the line between magic and reality keeps blurring. And every time you think there's hope, reality just comes back. Number 7. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Now, imagine being able to literally erase a breakup from your memory. That's what happens here. Joel finds out his ex-girlfriend had their relationship wiped from her mind, so he signs up for the same procedure. But as the memories start disappearing, he realizes he doesn't want to forget, because even the painful parts meant something. This movie is not just about love, it's about how memories shape us. It hits deep and makes you think about forgetting is really worth it.
뭐야, 소독해? 창문 닫아.
나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고.
If you somehow miss Parasite, stop what you're doing right now and watch it. Or at least watch it tonight or this weekend, I don't know, because the story is wild. And it starts with a poor family scamming their way into jobs working for a rich family.
제시카, 외동딸, 일리노이, 시카고. 과선배는 김치모, 그는 이사촌.
At first, the movie is smart, it's funny, and then out of nowhere, it turns dark, like really dark. You think you know where it's going, but trust me, you definitely don't. It's not just a thriller, it's this brilliant look at class, greed, and how fragile the walls between people really are. Number 5. Dead Poets Society. This one hits differently, especially if you have ever felt trapped by what people expect of you.
On this class, you can either call me Mr. Keating, if you're slightly more daring, or Captain, my captain.
It's about a group of boys at this strict boarding school who meet a teacher that tells them to think for themselves.
You will learn to think for yourselves again. You will learn to savor words.
He introduces them to poetry, to beauty, to the idea that they don't have to follow the same path everyone else does. And that small part changes everything, for better and worse.
Poetry, beauty. Boys, you must strive to find your own voice.
It's beautiful, it's tragic, and it leaves you wondering what you're doing with your own life. Number 4. Prisoners. This is one of those movies that just sits heavy on your chest the whole time. Two little girls go missing, and their families are torn apart.
I can't find them.
Anna?
The dad, played by Hugh Jackman, just snaps. He takes everything into his own hands because the cops aren't moving fast enough.
What did you do? Someone has to make him talk, or they're gonna die.
And the thing is that you will wonder, what would you do in that situation? How far would you go to get your kid back? It's dark and a slow burn, but every minute pulls you in deeper.
The girls are still out there.
Number 3. The Pianist. This is based on the true story of Władysław Szpilman, a Polish Jewish pianist trying to survive the Holocaust.
They're hunting people in the streets.
There are no over-the-top action scenes or big heroic moments, just a man trying to stay alive while everything he knows is being destroyed.
Don't let them get you alive.
I think what makes it so powerful is the silence, the loneliness, watching him hide, starve, and lose everything, but somehow music stays with him.
Spielen Sie mal.
It's a beautiful movie and a heartbreaking one at the same time. But in a way, this is a kind of movie that you will remember like long after it's finished.
I couldn't sleep. And this is how I met Tyler Durden.
Here's the movie everyone knows, but even if you notice who is watching it for the first time, it's something else.
No, but that's a good thing.
No, it is not. How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight.
It's about a guy bored with his meaningless, consumer-driven life until he meets Tyler Durden, a guy who's all about chaos and freedom.
Welcome to Fight Club.
They start an underground fight club, but the story is not really about fighting. It's more about identity, masculinity, society, and what happens when you finally snap and decide to burn it all down.
I want to know what you're thinking. Oh, you need to forget about what you know. That's your problem. Forget about what you think.
I'm not gonna even talk about the final scene, and I'm gonna let you to watch it yourself.
In Tyler we trusted.
And of course, the Shawshank Redemption. This movie is the definition of a slow burn that just touches your soul.
I guess you want to escape.
It's about Andy Dufresne, a guy wrongly convicted of murder, sent to Shawshank prison, and somehow he never loses hope.
There are places in the world that aren't made out of stone.
Through years of abuse, injustice, and isolation, Andy's playing the long game, and when that final moment comes, it was honestly one of the most satisfying things I have ever seen. Matter of fact, it's not about prison, it's about hope, friendship, and freedom. And just let me tell you this, watching this movie for the first time is something I would literally pay to feel again. Now, when you came this far and you like this video, YouTube thinks you're gonna love this one too.